Jan hier von nStuff und wir sind heute im Muffat Café mit den Paper Tibers aus Dänemark, die gerade auf ihrer ersten längeren Deutschland-Tournee sind und ja, wollen jetzt mal ein bisschen so über die Tour und ihr Equipment reden. So hi guys, how are you?
Hello, we're good.
Yeah. And how was the tour so far?
It's been great. It's been quite a tough ride.
Yeah.
But nice, yeah. Nice to get the music out to the German people.
The distances are so far, or
Yeah, they are, and yeah, it's just.
Distances are far, and the van is very small. So we're all sleeping in a smaller van, and we're getting to know each other pretty good. Let me say that.
Yeah. That's what makes a good band an awesome band.
Yeah,
Like
knowing each
touring.
other. Yeah, and touring. Yes, of course. And I mean, it's fun as well that it is a bit hard, and it's not just luxury hotel rooms, and it makes it a bit gritty and a bit more rock and roll. Actually.
Yeah. So you don't want like arena tours.
Yes, we
With-
do.
with-
Yeah. I'm just being modest.
Okay, but no big problems so far on this tour.
No.
No breakdowns and no fights after the concert.
Oh yes, but nothing serious.
Sort things out.
Yeah, and as I said before, we want to talk a little bit about your equipment you're using. So from the audience, it looks like you are looking for like some vintage style gear. So maybe each one of you can tell us a little bit about what he's using on stage.
Hey you, what's going on? You thought you were right as the same around. Hey you left the mail, you thought you could, I know that you can.
With the pedals, they're not very vintage-ish though, but yeah, it's my pedal board. I am using quite a lot overdrive, distortion things. All kind of works out with this. I am changing everything from this one actually, except the delay.
Just to add some different flavor to the different songs.
Yeah, exactly. It's and to different guitars as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are all reacting different. So yeah.
And you never thought about like this modern modeling multi-effect stuff that does everything in one little box?
Well, not really actually. I'm not that much of a fan of that actually. It's I like to have it all in front of me so I can easily just change anything if I need to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And which amp are you using on this tour?
On this tour, I'm using a Vox AC30.
Yeah.
It's actually a 90s version. It's a top boost. Yeah, AC30 vintage top boost. It's called. Made in England, and then through my old Vox cabinet. It's an old thing. It's from '65.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great together. Makes it like normal Vox AC30 combo actually. Does the same job. Yeah, that's actually it in my guitars.
Yeah, you need all the four electric guitars because of different tunings, or just for
Actually,
safety?
The Gibson, that one is mostly for safety reasons. Actually, I sometimes I pick it up if I feel like it, but I say the Epiphone is my main guitar. It's an Epiphone Casino. And I like the whole hollow body thing. Yeah, I recorded like almost the whole album on that guitar.
Yeah.
So,
And like you have a specific role model or idol when it comes to guitar sound? Like you try to sound like a little bit like.
actually,
in
I
the
never
style of-
had that. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of guitarists, but when it comes to it, I think I'm just yeah, not really actually. Can't say one person.
Okay.
It's more actually no, not really. I've been listening to all the old stuff like Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and so, but I'm not like thinking of one guy.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's gonna take a lifetime. I give it a try anyway, and I thought I was standing in the right line. Now I see that it's all inside my mind. I'm wasting time.
The thing with the keys when you play live is that you really just need to get it to work. It's not like you can have a grand piano on tour.
Yeah.
At least we can't. So I'm playing a Nord Electro for like basic sounds, Rhodes, Wurlitzer, piano through the Fender amp. And I play the Hofner guitar as well through the amp. So, yeah.
But you just prefer the key sounds through an amp?
Yeah, to emulate like the old, if you were to play a Rhodes like with an amp.
Yeah.
So to get that authentic sound. Yeah.
Yeah, and this case is for making it look a little bit more like vintage and
Yeah, also it's kind of comfy to stand behind this instead of standing behind a regular keyboard stand. It also looks nicer, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I have the Korg micro sampler for like more like synth-based sounds, like Mellotron and some sound effects and stuff like that. I don't know if you know the keyboard, but it's quite a little handy keyboard. You can sample sounds from other instruments, and then you can have like 10 different sounds in one bank, and then I can easily switch around from song to song.
But you're not using like backing tracks or something like that in the band.
No.
So it's all played live.
It's all played live, yeah.
And does someone in the band have like a metronome, or
No.
is it just
No.
free feeling?
It's free feeling all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, our drummer. Hopefully.
And is there room for improvisation in your live shows?
Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of jams and like, yeah. Of course, it's kind of arranged when we do it, but like it's different every time.
I play on an old Rogers from 1964, and it's a Pearl Oyster with a 24 bass drum and 14 tom and 18 floor tom.
Yeah. And it looks like everything is very low. Do you like?
Yeah, I like the
drum set?
low one.
Yeah. Just because it feels better playing it.
Yeah, and I sit really high on the chair, and I like the drums low, so I can.
So the audience can see you better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm a pretty drummer, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a 14 Cillian A hi-hat and 18 Cillian A crash.
Yeah.
And 21 Cillian A right.
Yeah. And looks like here's something missing. Do you prefer it without the screws on top of the cymbals, or
I don't like it. I don't like it, really.
Yeah.
So they off.
Yeah.
The bass, yeah. Well, for pedals, it's mostly like overdrive and fuzz I use, and the rest of it is kind of effects like chorus, phaser, and delay for the more psychedelic parts. And most of it is Höfner, who has been so nice to endorse the band, and that's also why I play this this lovely Höfner very thin bass right here. And these are like the two main basses I use at the moment. It varies from time to time, but on this tour I've chosen to do this with the more kind of Paul McCartney kind of sound and some more like Roger Waters. And for amp, I use this British Ashdown Evo 2 500, and it's an amp I've owned for 14 years, I think. And you can see that it has been on the road for just as long. So that's kind of it.
And you like to have a real bass amp on the stage so that you can really feel it.
Yes, and the louder the better. I mean, the more it pushes you in the back, the more punchy the rock.
Yeah. And you are using overdrive pedals just because you mostly have only one guitar player, so you add some like more guitar frequencies.
Yeah, or just more punch, more sound, and also just as an element once in a while from song to song. If you have a song that is more based on a bass riff, it could be nice to kind of get it more out there with some overdrive or distortion. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much for all the
thank
infos, and have fun tonight.
Thank you.
With this concert and for the rest of the tour.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.